Can you hear me well?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, my name is Philipp Breuss-Schneeweis, and this is my colleague Voglhuber, and we are both software developers. And yeah, we developed a game called Beamster. It's a gaming concept based on person identification. And I had this idea when I watched my kids. Actually, I have my two older kids playing tag. You know, they were running after each other but not the normal tag, like that they were touching each other. They were actually using a camera. And the goal of the game was actually to take a picture of the other person. And so I was talking to Roman, and we're both kind of thinking, what kind of game could we develop using this idea? And we quickly thought, so the biggest problem is when you take a picture of a person, you need to recognize the person. Yeah? And this is actually this person identification. And here in these 3 slides, you see what we came up with then. So here you see actually a person standing here, and we see the same person in the camera. And when I take a picture, I click the screen. So I take a picture of the person. Here you actually see then a laser beam. And then in the third picture, you see already the person has been recognized, and we display a message on the screen. And to make this work, actually we need some scanning.
So yeah, you probably all know videos of some AI models where
Oh,
oh, my crash.
That's a new one.
So yeah, you probably all know some videos where AI model detects some objects like a car or a person. So for us the requirement is that we can identify the person, so it's not enough to just know there is a person. So we took another AI model which analyzes an image and creates something like a hash. So it's more or less just a set of numbers, and then we can compare 2 pictures with each other without always needing both pictures. So this would be enough to just scan someone from the front for a game to play, but then you always have to face each other. So the requirement for us is, since you can run around and take pictures of someone, you need all the different angles from the person. So we created a process where one person can scan another person, and as you can see in the short video, one person stands there, turns around one time, and the other person more or less takes or records a video, and then we take, in our case now, 9 pictures from this video and analyze this and save this hash to the player object, more or less. And then we can later take other pictures and compare the result from this analysis from the AI model, and yeah, see if the person is really in this picture or not. Yeah, and on the right side you can see where a hit of the person was recognized. And yeah, since it's a game, we show the player, okay, you hit the person and you get a point. So the basic idea of Beamster is something like laser tag. So every person has 10 lives, and you can run around, you can play it indoor or outdoor, it doesn't matter. And yeah, you try to take a picture of the other person, and the game is over if only one person is left, or if the countdown of the game has run out. So yeah, you can play it for 2 minutes or 5 minutes. In the current version it's just everybody against everybody, but yeah, we are also thinking about other modes later. So that was more or less the theoretical part, and yeah, now we can show you a little video of some gameplay.
Okay. Yeah, this video that we made just recently, there is a little story behind it. I'm not sure if you immediately get it, but let's see. But you'll see the gameplay. There is a little story behind it.
After years of home office, companies are getting creative to lure employees back to the office. Some even develop fun apps, making the company of your colleagues more fun. But little did they know, they might have unleashed something far greater than they imagined. An app to play tag. It starts small. A glance, a spark, and suddenly the office transforms. Team building redefined. Competitive spirit reignited. And your workplace now a scene of James Bond. Your colleagues aren't just teammates, they're your playmates. And Beamster? It's not just a game, it's the reason you'll want to come back to the office.
Okay. Yeah, so the idea was kind of to lure employees back to the office. So this was kind of our pitch. And so what's unique about this game? So there is this person identification, as we explained you. It's also an active game, so you really run around, so you're not sitting on the couch, so you're really actively playing, and then it's really person against person in real life. And also, we also thought this is kind of important, so it's really you are playing and not some avatar. So it's really a different game, and we have no idea if it really works. Our initial tests were pretty promising, so we saw people came back and really played. And interestingly, a lot from Holland. Apparently, the people in Holland, they kind of like this game. But still, we are still testing it, and yeah, and we try to promote it somehow. And yeah, so of course you can do many different things with it. So this is now really a basic game that we developed, and it's a bit targeted to everybody. That's why we avoided like a crosshair in the view, and we avoided like blood and so on. So we made really a normal tag game, but we could have like a real ego shooter, and we could easily make this. Then we could implement some more fights. Like Roman said, we have only last man standing at this point, but we could have a team fight. And then we also think it could be interesting to integrate this game with augmented reality glasses. So then you could really see like lasers flying by and so on. Yeah, this.
Yes, and probably one of the concerns that players have is what happens with the pictures. Yeah, of course you have to scan yourself at the start, and so there's the advantage of our approach. The images never leave the device. It's just the hash that we generate, and of course it's also easier for us because if you have to transfer the image to the server and then check it there, it would take too long. So yeah, this is one easy way to say that your privacy is not a problem. And another advantage of this approach is that if you have the hash, it really is very fast. Also the mobile devices nowadays are so fast that you don't really have any latency to do this, so you can do it in real time, and yeah, it's just a few milliseconds to do this. So yeah, this was more or less our presentation. Feel free to try it. It's available for iOS and Android, and yeah, we would love to have some feedback, and we can maybe show you a quick live demo.
Yep. Do you want to see a quick live demo?
Okay. Just from the process. maybe some more other information. So each player can create the game, and then at least one other player needs to join. So you need it to be at the same place, of course. And yeah, you can use a QR code to join a game, and then each player has to be scanned. So you can
Oh, yeah.
create the game.
See? Yeah. Okay. Oh. So now I'm creating a game, so and it's last man standing, just 1 minute, and with a 5 seconds countdown. And I'm already in the game now, and now Roman scans the QR code. Hoppala, there is even another one. You want to come out? Then we can scan you.
Oh, you have to scan me?
Yes, you
Yes.
have to come out.
You can show it.
Yeah, now
Oh,
it's-
you have to scan me. Yeah, that's true.
you must play with us now. So this is the scanning. Super. And now I scan you. So now we start the game. And now you
Okay.
you can shoot with pressing the screen.
Okay,
You just
okay.
have to
So
tap
let's
the
start the game.
screen.
Alright.
When you get hit, you can't shoot for 1 second or something, and you can also only shoot.
And when you
one
get
time
when you
each
got
second.
hit, you see the screen is shaking, and you see the laser color of the other player. Like if you.
So I'm out. I'm already dead.
You already did?
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
It's just you and me.
The face off. Shit. How many
Philipp
lives
has-
you got?
3.
I guess I'm dead. Yeah.
I won. Thank you.
So do you have any questions?
Do you see, like, when you're being hit, do you see the beam coming towards you, or is it like instantaneous? I didn't quite see from the stream.
Currently, we just send a message to the client,
Okay,
and
okay, yeah.
your screen is shaking
So they
because we don't have the exact position of everybody
Exactly.
all the time. So yeah, maybe we can try in the future to somehow notice in a few times, but if you don't see the other device, you can't do this. But yeah, if you're having a face off or something, then
yeah. So after I click somewhere, it basically triggers the firing after a half a second or something.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
exactly. And you see on your screen the laser, but the other person doesn't see it. Yes.
Is there some audio cue that you got shot or are shooting yourself?
Yeah, there are some sounds, and yeah, I think we just had everything on mute now.
Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, there's a difference if you hit someone or if you miss, then it's a different sound.
Okay.
Does the recognition still work when you switch it both?
If you have the same color, then maybe, but yeah, you have to scan again. If you if you change your clothes, then you have to scan again. Also, of course, if everyone just has black clothes, then it will be difficult.
But it works surprisingly well. So even if the clothes are the same, it's also based on the body structure and so on. So it works pretty good.
How do you synchronize the game state between the phones?
I mean,
The game state.
What's that?
How we synchronize the game state.
Whenever with XMPP messages. So do we use OpenFire as this is an XMPP chat server, and when we join a game, you are part of a chat room basically, and the message that we are sending around, these are custom chat messages basically. So if I hit, if I successfully hit Roman, the detection is really done on the device, but then I'm sending a note that I hit Roman, and then I'm sending an XMPP message to Roman, and his app recognizes it and then displays these messages. And the game state is actually saved on the server, on the open fire server.
Oh. So the host of the game is not the server or something.
Pardon?
The host of the game, the first player, is not the server, it's a separate server.
Yeah,
It's a separate server, exactly. And
So
all
you
the
need an
messages,
internet connection.
and all the messages, that all the shots that we saw now, they actually went to the AWS server in, where is it? I think Frankfurt, Germany. So, but it's still, when it's like a multiplayer game, everything under the hood is like a normal multiplayer game, just that it happens in real life. So this is something that we wanted to try out, and you are all, I guess, developers. I'm sure you can somehow feel how excited we were when we implemented, of course, the whole thing really step by step, and suddenly it really works, and we know how much actually is happening behind the scene. You know, it's the first of all, to detect only the person, that there's some person, but then you need to know who it is, and the whole messaging stuff. So it was really complicated, a real challenge, but now we're really happy that it actually works. Thank you.